Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here, getting ready to play Osiris New Dawn. And guess what? I discovered one hell of a bug. I was up in space and I noticed from a very, very long distance, from up over there, some strange objects. So I came down to explore, and guess what I found? I found the planet. As you can see, this is where you start at. So now I'm floating around in space and watch if I hit, there's certain spot. Yeah, see, I hit the ground. The ground's invisible. You can't see anything. And I'm in space floating around here. And, I didn't expect this to happen. Fun thing is, woo! I don't know, since the ground is invisible, I can't tell exactly where everything is. But you can tell this is one hell of a bug. Because, I mean, you can see that idiot there and all that stuff there. On top of that, it allows... Ooh. On top of that, it allows you to see where meteors impact, which that one looks like to be a crab meteor. And there was another one around here, right over there, which looks like to be a uranium. I do not know if there's another one around here, but... Ta-da! I think if I float like I hope I can get out of here. Oh, look at that. Well, valves gravitas.
Injuries detected.
Bonk. So, oh, did it just produce a creature? Bonk, bonk. Stop bonking everything. Yes, it's a crab meteorite. Alright, so anyways, back to what the hell I was doing here. Hopefully I can get back up here, get this done. I really did not expect that. But it's a nice little thing to figure out. So before, when I was building, you notice I was I tried to salvage some of those pieces because, well, I'm lazy. I like to make things easy on myself and try and figure out fun things. And as you can currently see, I enjoy breaking the game a lot. Last time I discovered if you delete the habitat, you break the game because you can't rebuild it. I ended up discovering some stuff. Well, I figured out how to get to that stuff. But it actually, using this to find meteors, is that, ooh. And the reason why I noticed it was because when I was up here, I saw what looked like to be these little white glaciers over here. And then I zoomed in like this, and I'm like, oh, structures. I want to see what those are. Maybe they're part of the story. Maybe they're part of the mission. Maybe they're a secret. Nope, it's just a bug. Because as you can see right there, it's still seeable from this distance. Alright, we're going to continue on. I can't fix this for some reason, even though I have the materials for it. I tried pulling certain pieces apart. Whee! Woo! Navigating space is a little pain. I repaired this and was not able to tear it apart. As you see, operational piece, blah blah blah. I tried building on it. I went inside it. You can't, as far as I can tell, you can't do anything with it. Now let's get on with the missions. Because I gotta finish this up, see what the hell happens, and then I'll also cover a little bit of what I've learned so far, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of stuff. So I was reading through the logs, and it looks like there was an event that happened. In other words, they came down to the place, everything was fine, they started exploring. first thing apparently that happened. Oh, chart course. Where the hell am I charting course? First thing that happened is that, or not first thing, but they started scouting, doing explorations, all that fun stuff. And then some of them went into the mine, and there was some kind of creature in there.
Navigational course charting successful. Please proceed to your cryogenic chamber.
Cryogenic chamber. Wait, what? Was that?
Cryogenic sleep system initiated.
Wait, what?
Cryogenic sleep system initiated.
Sorry.
Cryogenic sleep system initiated. Engage thruster in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thruster engaged. Arrival to Earth in approximately 94 years.
Alright, well, I'm back at here again, and I didn't know the cryopod thing was the end, but I guess since that was the end of that, first off, that wasn't a story. That was just do a couple missions. She talked all this, but what happened to her? What the hell? There was a story is supposed to answer questions. Even even if you count this as part of the story, this still has a lot of unanswered questions. Like this one talks about seismic activities and all that. This you can assume it was the worm, but still, this talked about the medic turning into he turned into some kind of monster. Whatever was found in the mine was buried for a reason. So obviously there's something else besides the worm in there. This one is wonderful. This one is where the person started eating plants and they started exploring. It also talks about no signs of animal life of any kind. But then and then this one talks about how it's cold and the atmosphere and the methane lakes. This this talks about how the plants don't need photosynthesis. This talks about how the doctor gets a weird growth in his lungs, and in other words, roots and stuff start growing inside of him. This is where they land successfully, and they start doing everything. Then they start having problems, like Astri, Scala, and Steely went into the beta mine and they haven't returned. We're given another 2 hours and they're gonna launch back to Phoenix. There's lots to do. This talks about the units and about how they're hiding or disappeared in the mines. This one talks about the one person who went to explore the dunes but never came back. And this is those two went into the mines and basically died. For this, the crew's all healthy. This is where he's feeling the changes, and there was one talking about how they went into the mines and he had a suit breach and started coughing up blood, which means something penetrated his suit and infected him. This is where he's in pain and unable to do anything. This is where it's hot and he's like, he needs to be going out. This talks about Vega. He reported a suit breach, came out screaming, spitting up blood. The mine shook violently. This is where they get trapped in the mine, and the one guy runs off, and they're low on supplies. This is something took Vega. After that, the person here has been missing like a week, like I said. For some reason, they decided not to kill Vega, even though he was screaming in pain, chunks of his body's falling off. And then Patel left the airlock without gloves, came back sleepwalking or just delirious. When brought back, her hands shattered like broken glass on the railing. And I feel like I'm missing a few logs, but this tells a story of the Phoenix crew, but it doesn't tell the entire story. First off, a story should tell you or answer a bunch of questions. Like, one, why does the crab's shells come down as meteors onto the planet? Like, what's causing it? Is it like a space anomaly? Are they coming from another planet? Are they just parasites or something that are dormant in a egg and then they get activated when they impact the planet? Also, what the hell's with the ghosts? Like, why are there ghosts on the planet? And what the hell happens if you get hit by all four of them? I know there's 4 ghosts at least, and if the amount of people that were, oops, uh, where is it? Arrived successfully. I don't remember how many people there are, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 7 people, so there's most likely 7 ghosts. Maybe. unless some of those people got off safely. Like, did they survive? Who survived? Who didn't? Well, actually, you can tell Vega didn't. You can tell the one lady with her frozen hands most likely didn't. The person who went exploring the dunes most likely didn't. So that and the two people went in the mines most likely didn't. So I guess that's 5 people down, but that still leaves a couple other people, and that's for the Phoenix story. Then you gotta figure out, why was there no animal life in the beginning? Because as you can see that when I showed that thing, there was a talk about no animal life. Like, how does the plants spread from it was asking, how do the plants spread? By wind? What, like what? So, how did the place become so infested with creatures? On top of that, where the hell is Dawkins, or whoever the hell that lady was that we were talking to? Wasn't she supposed to be in one of these pods, or is she down on the planet? Where is she? The next thing is, uh, besides all that, like, why? Actually, I'm starting to run out of questions, but those are the main things. Like, what happened to her? Where is she? Are we infected with the whatever the hell was hit Vega? Uh, what the hell killed or decapitated those 2 guys' heads? And on top of that, uh, why do we have the other dune site if we're not able to go to that? Why is it that we could use to explore that moon and that moon? Like, why could we explore those 2 moons? And if when we got this built, why were we able to go to the uh what do you call it? Zer planet, or whatever the hell you want to call it, the super ultra hot planet. Like, why are we not able to go to that anymore? And on top of all this, like I said, are we infected? And if we are, what's going to happen to Earth once we get back? Because, I mean, we were on the planet. We were in the mines. We had suit breaches. We had uh, all kinds of other issues. But as you can see, the build cryopod launch thing, that's all the end. For now, I guess we'll call it here, hopefully. And I guess that's the end of this little series, since oh, and a couple other things is, where's the hive? I couldn't find the hive. I'm pretty sure the hive is somewhere on the planet, but if not, oh well. And I might do one more episode just to show where the ghosts are and a couple other things, but that's a maybe. If you enjoyed the series or enjoyed this episode, please like. If you didn't, I understand. It was mostly me talking and finishing the story, which was kind of super ultra lame. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits here, make sure to publicly subscribe and I'll add you on. If you want to see other games I've done, make sure to check out my channel and look for more. For now, I have to say bye-bye and see you next time.